Hola, hola, otra vez. Continuamos con nuestro tour por los lugares, los atractivos turísticos que nos ofreció el CityPass. Hoy vamos a pasar un rato en un ferry, que es, bueno, el pase nos da un acceso a algo que le dicen City Cruises, algo así. Y vamos a conocerlo hoy. Estamos caminando hacia la parada de los que son los ferries. Igual ya tenemos la reservación lista. Pues vamos a ver cómo nos va en esta ocasión. Estamos llegando al punto de salida. Vamos avanzando. Pues aquí estamos. Este es el que abarca el CityPass. Hay otros cruceros, claro que lo hay, pero pues ya son pagos aparte, ¿no? Los que abarcan los pases son estos azules. Son cruceros tipo Ferri. Empezó a avanzar la cola para subir. Recuerden, este es el tercer, la tercera atracción turística que nosotros usamos del pase. Si quieren ver las otras dos anteriores, que ya fue la CN Tower y... ¿cuál fue la otra? Y el zoológico, pueden ver los videos anteriores en nuestro canal. Ya estamos subiendo. Nos ganaron por allá. Ahí. Los mejores lugares nos los han ganado. Ni modo. Esta es la sección en la parte de arriba. Pues creemos que y consideramos que es la mejor vista de todas. Bien, ¿qué te ofrece el recorrido? Son 60 minutos, una hora de recorrido por varios lugares que menciona que no recuerdo y no sé cómo se pronuncian en inglés. Eso es lo que te ofrece el recorrido. En total entonces es una hora, pues para lo que pagamos por todo está bien. Importante tener reservación, por lo que mencionamos antes. Nos dejaron subir primero los que tenían reservación, los demás pues tuvieron que esperar a que subieran todos los que tienen una reservación.
Sorry, the horn is louder than you guys were. How are you all doing? Hello everyone, this is the last tour of my evening. So as the evening goes on and on and on, my sense of humor gets more and more and more terrible. So, welcome on board City Cruises Harbor Tours. My name is JJ and I'll be your tour guide for the next 3 hours and 27 minutes. No, don't worry. It's not 3 hours and 27 minutes. I see the fear in some of your eyes. No, it is only 1 hour. 1 hour in the beautiful Toronto Harbor. We are on board the Oriole today. The Oriole is a Canadian Victorian-era riverboat replica. She was built in Port Dover, Ontario, called to service in 1987, and weighs the same as the world's largest animal. Anyone know what this is? And it's not meat after a super buffet. It's a whale, yes. You all are going to do great on the pop quiz at the end of the tour. weigh 200 tons, the same weight as a blue whale. Now, we are going to have so much fun tonight, and before we go get underway, we have a few safety regulations. This is my friend Cafe's favorite part. You see my colleague Cafe up on the other end of the boat. Some fun facts about Cafe. She is part of the National Ballet School. She goes up there every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday after going to my karaoke nights at the Music Gardens. No, she doesn't. Maybe she does. I don't know. I don't know her home life. But she is about to perform an interpretive dance. It is called How to Put on a Life Jacket. The life jackets are located underneath each stairwell in the big black boxes. Please prioritize your own safety over another's. It is very easy to put on a life jacket. It is very simple. You simply put the life jacket through the keyhole. Any side will do. Next, take the long straps, wrap them around your itty bitty waist, tie them please to your waist and not to the life jacket. Next, take the short strap, tie them underneath your chin. This ensures that the life jacket stays on you in the event you go in the water. Now, each life jacket is equipped with this beautiful professional grade whistle to help draw attention to yourself in the water. In addition to these beautiful reflective light strips at the top of each jacket, please give Cafe a round of applause. Take a bow, Cafe. Sorry, I'll try not to do that next time. That's a lot. No problem. All right, well, the Toronto Harbourfront as we see it right next door to historical buildings. Now, the waterfront used to be very dirty, very industrial, not a great place to be. However, since 1972, over 80 acres of land has been expropriated to make way for these beautiful buildings. The first building actually is the one we just left from, the Queen's Quay Terminal. The Queen's Quay Terminal was built in 1927 as the Toronto Terminal Warehouse and offered office space as well as cold warehouse storage. This cold warehouse storage was kept cold not by our beautiful Toronto winters, but by the power plant right next door. The power plant is now a free art gallery that you can go visit, and it is part of the Harbourfront Centre. Schools and music. The centerpiece of the Harbourfront Centre is the Harbourfront Centre stage, which we are passing by right now on our right-hand side. It has those big white canopies over top, and it is actually built at a 45-degree angle. This allows for optimal sound quality both on land and on water. We are about to pass by one of my favorite places in Toronto, probably the reason you all came to visit us in our fair city, the one, the only, the Amsterdam Brewhouse. The Amsterdam Brewhouse features one of the largest patios in the city and is an optimal place to have a pint. Yeah, the CN Tower's theirs too, but we'll come back to that because I want you to listen to my entire tour. Seriously though, the Amsterdam Brewhouse. Amsterdam used to be Toronto's twin city, so you'll see tons of references to Amsterdam all over the city. Now, by show of hands, has anyone ever heard of the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding? We got a couple people inside.
Básicamente la muchacha está explicando sobre los primeros puntos del recorrido, que es la primera es la siguiente World, que fue del video que grabamos, el primero. Explicó todo lo que fue la historia básica de la construcción, cuánto mide, subidas, bajadas. Ahorita está explicando sobre el Royal Center. Royal Center es donde realizan las jugadas más importantes de béisbol pues aquí en Canadá, como habíamos mencionado en otros videos. Canadá son muy aficionados al béisbol. Estas son como que las dos explicaciones que ha dado hasta el momento.
All the way over to Rouge River in Scarborough in the east and out into the international border between Canada and the United States in the middle of Lake Ontario. Another fun thing about this area is that we're traveling over a series of pipes. Obviously, Canada, Toronto, we get cold in the winter sometimes. You may have heard that. And the colorful and scopic chairs. To the left is Toronto Fire 334. They patrol the area, provide emergency services, along with the Marine Services Unit. Just to the right of that, you'll see through the trees, is a sculptural grouping. That's called Last Alarm. It was unveiled in 2000, designed by Yolanda van der Dust, and it pays tribute to fallen Toronto firefighters who lost their lives in the line of duty. That has the green cascading glass down the center of it. Now, it was designed by Arthur Eric Erickson, a very well-known, prominent Canadian architect. He would later go on to design Roy Thompson Hall up on King Street West. He designed this to look like a waterfall, and I promise when the light hits it just right, it looks spectacular. Right now, we're not really getting that effect with that sky. And it's one of the first built on the waterfront, and they really had to incentivize people to move in here. Things like free utilities, free parking, common spaces, all that sort of thing were offered. You'll notice though, at the base is the music garden. That's all the green trees and foliage there. And it's called that because, as I mentioned, I host karaoke there every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. No, I don't. Trust me, you don't want that. It's called that because every element of the garden is in sync to or in tribute to a part of J.S. Bach's Cello Suite No. 1. And the idea behind the garden itself was conceptualized by world-renowned cellist Yo-Yo Ma. We also see the Canadian malting silos. Those are those big concrete buildings with the blue turrets and scaffolding at the base. They were built in 1928 to store malt for the Canadian Malting Company. They were abandoned in the 80s, scheduled to be demolished, however were saved due to their historical significance. That's because grain elevators at the time typically were made out of wood, therefore they tended to catch fire. These ones are the first in Canada to be made completely out of concrete. Now, out of curiosity, do we have anyone visiting from out of town today? Yes, we got a couple people. Anyone local? At one. Numbers aren't adding up, everyone. Numbers are not adding up. But you know what? It's okay. Welcome if you're choosing not to identify yourself. I ask this because you may have emergency helicopter service. In 2019, they served 2.8 million passengers and was the 9th busiest airport in Canada. Now, it's a little quirky. It has some fun facts about it due to its location. First one, as you can see, the planes are kind of loud when they take off and then land. So, because it's so close to the downtown and all the condo buildings, as my mom would say, where all the beautiful people live, they have a no-flight curfew between the hours of 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. Second thing that it has is that it's often susceptible to bad weather, like fog, rainstorms. Recently in Canada, we've had terrible wildfires, some smoke, that sort of thing. Now, the designers, they knew, they prepared for this. They knew this might happen, so they built a secondary runway outside of the city as a backup, just in case it may be needed. You may have heard of this one. It's now called Pearson International Airport. Suffice to say, the tables have turned slightly. Here we go, the plane's taking off.
Lo que comenten ahora sobre el aeropuerto que está en la isla del Príncipe Edward. A pesar de ser un aeropuerto pequeño, se ha convertido en un aeropuerto internacional. Este está ya prácticamente en el tercer.
Now, the views flying in and out of the Billy Bishop Airport are spectacular. Highly recommend trying it out. If you want to do that though, you have a couple ways to get there. The first way to get to Billy Bishop Airport technically is to swim.
Aquí delante tenemos
Please
el
do not
Roger
swim.
Centre.
You'll make it a visit
Y la
from the
siguiente
Marine
agua.
Services Unit. Second option is a ferry that goes across the Western Gap. Very long, very arduous, very dangerous journey by ferry of approximately 60 seconds. The third option opened in 2013, which is an underwater pedestrian tunnel. This tunnel, it's a solid concrete tunnel. You cannot see out into the water. That would have been too cool for the city of Toronto. But you can cross the Western Gap. It takes 9 minutes to cross, and that's 4 of those fun, moving sidewalks. Now, as I mentioned, it's called Toronto Island Airport because it's part of the Toronto Islands. There are 15 total islands that make up the island system, all separated by lagoons. They actually used to be a peninsula.
Algo curioso que podemos ver son estos botes, son taxis para ir de Toronto a la isla del Príncipe Eduardo. A pesar de que es una isla y se ve pequeña, está muy grande. De hecho es igual un atractivo turístico para muchos, sobre todo en otoño porque está repleto de árboles, de la hoja de maple, y en otoño es otra cosa, ¿no? Es otro mundo, ¿no? Muy buena vista, muy buen panorama para los turistas. Y allí viene un avión a aterrizar en el aeropuerto.
my friend Steve. He agreed to fly over for us. Anyway, so Hammond's Point. They had their baseball diamond at Hammond's Point before it was moved to the mainland. This one was demolished in 1937. Now, JJ, why are you telling us about a demolished baseball diamond, you may ask? Well, it is because in 1914, a baseball player you may have heard of, 46 hot air balloons can fit inside the Rogers Center. Of course, that's a lot of hot air. Anyway, this was set in 1992. In fact, you could fit a 31-story office building tower. At the time, Toronto was going through a huge building and development boom, so they had problems getting out their transmissions to trains in other various cities. So they decided to build a communications tower in the center of the city. About halfway through construction, they said, oh wait, people might pay more money for a better view of the city. So just note, to the main deck, 1,776 steps. To the skypod, 2,579 steps. It is the world's tallest continuous metal staircase. As well, the stairs used to be on the side of the building with a glass wall until they were moved to the internal structure to make way for a third elevator core. The CN Tower in itself is over 553 meters tall. Now, once I get up to the top, regardless. No. In specific, because the homes themselves are privately owned by the people who live in them, but they are leased from the provincial government. Over here too. The shiny one that you see, it's reflective, kind of like a rose gold color. That's one of my favorite buildings. As I said, it looks almost like a solar panel. It's like a rose gold, shiny, reflective towers. They were designed by Mies van der Rohe, a very well-known, worldwide acclaimed architect. This was his last project before his death. The two towers among the passed by a little while ago. You see, it has the pillars and the columns out front, as well as the flagpole. That is a very special. It's okay. It's not my house. I live in my parents' basement. That's the Royal Canadian Yacht Club we're looking at. It's one of 4 yacht clubs on the island.
No, yeah, no.
That was kind of cool. But anyway, I'm back, everyone, to rock your world with some more knowledge and random weird facts. It's now known as the Battle of Europe in the War of 1812. Our American friends to the south decided to come up and attack and subsequently burn. Welcome. We have tons of condos that are going up every single year. Especially another good view of the bank buildings, the perfect picture opportunity that I will point that out to you in a moment. Now, we're slowly making our way back towards the dock, but there's still lots that I'd love to point out to you. First thing you may see up ahead, it was actually the inspiration behind the CN Tower's rotating restaurant. At the base, you'll see Jack Layton Ferry Terminal. The Jack Layton Ferry Terminal is where you'll see a ferry start to come into view. That is the Trillium. The Trillium is the last paddle steamer on the Great Lakes. In fact, she was in storage for several decades, but she was brought back into service to help deal with the post-COVID tourism boom. And that the Trillium in itself is actually older than the Titanic. The other ship I want to mention is the SS Neurotic. She spans 5 decks, has 600 passengers, and 200 crew capacity. Now, do not look at me as if the co-founder of Superman was Canadian. He was born and raised in Toronto. He worked at the Toronto Star as a boy. He had a paper route. A lot of references in Superman can be traced back to his time in Toronto. Clark Kent, working on a newspaper, he worked on a newspaper. The city of Metropolis itself, based on Toronto. In fact, another fun thing about the Toronto Star building is that the Toronto Star released a poll in the 1960s asking Toronto to vote on what they thought was the ugliest building in the entire city. Guess what building was voted? The Toronto Star from Harbourfront. You'll notice lots of people enjoying the walks, the parks, and other natural beauty. But you all are very smart, very intelligent people, and you took a City Cruises Harbor tour, and you learned this next fact. You all know that if you get the picture. We also get one fantastic final view of the CN Tower, one of the 7 modern wonders of the world. Now, you may notice when you look up there during your time in Toronto, red and orange dots at the top. Those are indeed people. The Odyssey is actually on a dinner cruise right now, has set sail for the first time this year, and nothing like it has been seen on the Great Lakes before. In addition, we would love to welcome you back for a corporate anniversary birthday special at the boat. We'd like to keep the right-hand side clear so that the captain can get down safely, quickly, efficiently, and get you on your way. One of the staff members will be standing on the stairwells momentarily to remind you. Second thing, when we come into the dock, sometimes with the wind or the traffic on the water, we experience a jolt when we hit the dock. Please remain seated, or at the very least, hold on to something. It would suck to get hurt within the last. Between you and me, I'll also tell you that the captains and the tour guides are having a little bit of a competition to see who can get the most engagement. So if you can help a girl out, I'd be most appreciative. Once again, my name is JJ. I hope you have enjoyed yourself. I hope you've enjoyed my tour. If not, my name is Celine Dion, and my heart will go on. Once again, thanks everyone. Have a good night.
Y eso es todo el recorrido del crucero, del City Cruises. Pues aquí lo que vale es la lista, el recorrido que te da recomendable venir, lógicamente, ya que se está ocultando el sol. Nosotros venimos al tour de las 8 p.m. Ahorita ya son las 9, termina hace una hora. Y pues como verán, en pleno verano a las 9 todavía se está ocultando el sol. Y es donde tenemos las mejores vistas. Eso que hoy amaneció nublado. Pues eso sería todo del recorrido. Nos vemos al bajar. Para que lo conozcan igual, este es el interior o la primera planta de lo que es este Ferri. Lógicamente está vacío, todo el mundo está arriba por obvias razones, ¿no? Y estamos por bajar. Pues ya bajamos alegres y contentos y hambrientos. Y pues esto fue nuestro tercer destino del CityPass. Espérense el otro video, el siguiente nos toca ir al cuarto destino, que será Casa Loma. Estamos ahí en contacto, suscríbanse si les gusta. Adiós.